Hello guys, very good morning and welcome to my knowledge channel. Today the topic we are going to is preparation strategy for cracking the interview. Okay, is it visible guys? Okay, it's in a PPT slide, there is no issue. Preparation strategy for cracking the interview. Before that I will introduce myself. Yeah, I have cracked four of the interviews, and also I have completed my BTech. I'm an engineer, so here I'm going to tell how to crack an interview. It's regarding to all the whatever the background, whether from civil, mechanical, ECE, triple E, CSC. I will tell for each and every one. There is no issue. Let's start our topic. The This is a interview training for the software jobs, guys. Don't think of for railway and other stuff. Okay. Yeah. First of all, I'm from engineering. Engineering. Okay. Just a minute. It's going up. Okay, what we do? Yeah, there is no issue because we will write and we will skip this. Okay, let's do the people that who have interest towards the software side, whether from CSE, ECE, triple E. Okay, it's categorized into one group, and the other group is mech and civil. Okay, these are the groups which are present in my college, so I kept these only. Don't worry about it. Okay, the people who are from CSC, ECE, triple E, they must and should have some knowledge regarding to. Okay, we will categorize this one also because ECE and triple E is somewhat different towards let's say here CSC common IT. Okay, okay, from the people that who are from the computer science background, they must and should have some of the stuff towards the programming languages, because the corporate companies or the MNCs or whatever the software companies, they will expect a lot, because 4 years that we are working on the software stuff only, which means we are learning a lot of programming languages, I mean operating systems, networking, each and everything regarding to the software companies only. So they will expect something a lot from our. So while you are preparing the resume, you must and should mention 5 languages at least. I will prefer, because of the easy programming languages we can learn easily within a 1 month. So C is a very basic programming language. The people from whatever the background, they must and should have C knowledge. And the other one is Java. We learn Java also in our semesters only, and I prefer HTML, CSS, Java, IPT, JavaScript, at last SQL. Okay guys, okay, is it visible for you guys? The people who are from CSC and IT backgrounds, they must have some knowledge regarding to C, Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript and SQL. I'm not telling that these are the mandatory, but if you try to keep all these languages in the resume, they will consider and give some preference for you. And from the people that who are from ECE background, they must and should have C, okay? And HTML, CSS are also very easy. Within 2 to 3 hours they get some knowledge regarding to those, so we will include those also. By using of this the resume have some weightage, okay? And the final is SQL. If the people who are from C, HTML, CSS, SQL from the ECN background is enough. If you are capable to do the Java, JavaScript also, you can add in your resumes. If not, just leave it there only. And regarding to the mech and civil, these people even have no touch regarding to the software languages, but the people who are interested to move towards the software side, but some of the languages are mandatory. C, comma, okay, C, and other one you can add is SQL, okay. C is a programming language, so you must and should have some programming knowledge. We will discuss each and every language. I mean, I will give a brief introduction why we are choosing C language, why HTML, why CSS, why SQL. You get all those stuff in the next minutes. Yeah, there is no worries. Okay. And the one for the first round to crack, you must and should have some knowledge regarding to aptitude, comma, reasoning, okay, reasoning, comma, and English, comma, coding. In first round we have to crack the written test. In the written test they will check our capability, which means aptitude, reasoning, English and coding. The questions are related to those fields only. So to crack the first round you must and should have this. And the for second round, which is the TR round, and some companies will conduct group discussions, and some at present the strategy was changing because due to some their reasons they are changing the pattern, and they are expecting a lot of stuff from the students who are coming towards the software field, okay. And the next TR round you need the programming languages stuff, okay. For the first written test round you need these stuff. For the second rounds you need these stuff, which means the TR round. And for the HR round they will check your positiveness, your capability, what the things that you have done in your college life, and how you will feel about your college, whether bad or good, and the things what you have done, any extracurricular activities, any projects, any paper presentations, any, which means they will expect you for not the only not the subject only, but they will expect something apart from the subject, because in a company you are going to deal with the clients, and you must and should have a teamwork capability, which means if you've done any project in the colleges, then you have some stuff regarding to the how to work with a team, and how to get the result at finally, how to satisfy, which means while we are working on the projects we have to satisfy our professors. They will only check our projects, so like that only. These are the main things. Let's go towards HTML. What is HTML? What is C? What is CSS? What is SQL? What is JavaScript? And what is SQL? Let's go one by one. C is a basic programming language. Whatever the background, you must and should have C programming language. Whenever you have C knowledge, then only you have some capability to learn the other languages, because in software field each and every company working towards a lot of programming languages. If you have some stuff regarding to C programming language, then you can learn the other programming languages easily, because they're only something syntactical content may be different, but the concept and the capability and the result output is everything is same. Let's learn this one. C is what is a compiled language? This means that once you write your C program, you must run it through a C compiler. Yeah, it just like it is a dependent programming language. If means if you compiled the C program in Windows operating system, the executable file which is generated, it must run in the Windows operating system only, which means it is a dependent operator, which means operation system dependent. If Java is a independent, which means you can compile the Java program and you can run in other operating system, there is no issue. So because it is a independent language, C is a dependent language. Wherever that you are working, you have to run, you have to compile and run in the same operating system only. The C program is a human readable form. Whatever that we are writing C code, it must be human readable, which means that we are writing in the English language only. And the compiler, okay, while when we compile the C program, it will change towards executable file. It's done by the compiler. It is mission readable, which means we can't read that, but we can see it, but the format is not readable and not understandable. What this means is that to write and run a C program, you must have access to C compiler. It's the same thing that we have discussed. Okay, let's go towards some stuff. Why C programming language is so important? By using of C programming language, you can develop a lot. Oracle, the database, it is written in C programming language. Core libraries of Android, which means for each and every operation, some predefined libraries are developed by the Android developers. Those also some of are written in C language. MySQL database is also written in C programming language. Almost all every device drivers, which means C driver, D driver, like CD drivers, hard disk drivers, are written in C programming language. Major part of web browser is written in C only, which means now we are using a top browsers like Google, Chrome, Bing, like this. We can write by using of C programming language. Unix operating system is also developed in C programming language. This means we can understand, we can do a wonders by using of C programming language. It is also a mother language, which means the people who are going towards the software field, they basically learn the C programming language. It's the world most popular programming language also. Let us learn the syntax of C programming language, how the programming structure will be. These are the some of the fields like a documentation session. By using of this session, we will we done it in a comment line, which means the people who are seeing this program, they will identify regarding to what they written the program and the header files. These are the, which means what we can tell means some of the functions that are written by default by the C developers. We can here let's see add off, okay, and printf, main. We are not writing any code towards main as well as printf. How the compiler will know? From main the program will start. Printf means we have to show to the user. Scanf means we have to take a value from the user. How it will know? Because the predefined code written in the header files. By using of those, we are accessing all those stuff. Definition session, which means to give some particular value to a variable, we can use this one, which means max 100, which means the value is by default it's 100. And these are the global declaration, the variables as well as the methods which are written outside of the main method, we call as global declaration section. And the things which are declared inside a method we call local declaration, or also variable declaration. Main, we can write functions, methods, constructors, each and everything here. And the methods can write outside of the main method, or also we can write inside of the main method, but it must be in a same program only. Must remember that thing. And go for Java. In Java, the people who are from CSE background, Java Go Depth, the people who are from ECE, EEE, CSE, MEC and Civil, Just try to learn some basic concepts. Whoops concept is very important in Java, because by using of this concept, it will have some it provides some security towards the applications, like the features in the Java are polymorphism, inheritance, oops, abstract and class, object, encapsulation. Before going to the interview, try to learn those things. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, another thing we have to discuss is HTML, which is stands for hypertext markup language. It describes the structure of a web page. You have a doubt what is a web page where we will use whatever we are searching in a browser, and the result we are getting, all those are the web pages, which means www.com, facebook.com, www.movieroles.com, www.linkedin.com. Whatever the result we are getting, those are the web pages. To structure those, we use HTML. HTML consists of a series of elements. Elements means we will learn later. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content, because the elements which are defined in the HTML are predefined, which means they have some particular operation they will perform, like that. HTML elements are represented by tags. We will learn the tags also. HTML tags label pieces of content such as headings, paragraphs, tables, and so on. Okay, browsers do not display the HTML tags but use them to render the content of the page. Let's learn it by depth. Let's see. This is the structure, which means this is a structure of a HTML program. HTML, it is the element. It is compressed in a tags. In previous we will learn, let's see here, tags. One is tags, one is element. Let's remember one thing, element, tag. I will show it. So what is HTML is element, head is element, title is element, head it's a closing tag. Okay, it is embedded in a tag. The arrow marks like less than, greater than, they we call as tags. Elements are embedded in a tags. Okay, this is a HTML tag indicates that this web page is written in HTML, which means if we use this tag, this is the starting tag of each and every HTML. Wherever we are doing work with the HTML, it must be mandatory. It defines that the page is written in HTML. Header tag means tag contain a web page title. Okay, header tag contain information about the web, which means whatever we are defining towards the header tag, it will define about it will describe the web page, who written the web page, where is the server, where is the server of this web page, what is the database of this web page, who is the developer of this web page, what is the title of this web page. We can describe whatever we want in the head tag, but it is not mandatory. By using of head tag, we can get some knowledge. The developers, they will analyze towards what this web page, who is developed, what is the server, what is the database, who is the developer, which means like the basic information will be grabbed in the head tag. And the body tag, whatever we are writing in the body tag, it will be readable by the user, and also it is displayed in the browser web page. This is the closing tag. Okay guys, next we will go for CSS. CSS, it is extension language for the HTML. Let's abbreviate the CSS. CSS is cascading style sheets, a style language that defines how an HTML document is displayed. Let's see here, let's see this page only. What is CSS? And the background color is blue, and it is somewhat style, and the content is of a blue color, and it is some other style. To do all those stuff, we use CSS, which means by using of HTML we can't style a page. By using of CSS, we can make the page some more attractive by using of CSS. It's a combination of HTML and CSS, but it is the static page. By using of HTML CSS, we can develop the only static pages. To develop the dynamic pages, a language is added which is called as a JavaScript. We can use JavaScript towards by using with HTML, CSS, as well as we can use JavaScript towards for other stuff also. JavaScript is a scripting language. JavaScript is programming code that can be inserted into HTML pages. It's the definition means we can use JavaScript along with the HTML. All modern HTML pages are using JavaScript, which means the pages today the developers are developing, they must and should use JavaScript, because by using of JavaScript, more interactivity will be developed between the user and the web page. JavaScript code can be executed in by all modern web browsers. To run the JavaScript, some code must be pre-installed in all the browsers. So if we develop anything code in the Java by using of JavaScript, they must and should execute in all the browsers. Let's see one example. If you see a calculator, I'll show here, just a minute guys. Okay, calculator. Okay, are you able to see the calculator guys? Here, if whatever that you are pressing, here I am pressing 7, the 7 is presenting at here. When I press 8, the 8 is presented here, which means here it is a dynamic page. It we can change by using of these buttons to keep like this interactivity, and the page is not refreshed, only this part will be refreshed. Okay, to work on some page we will use JavaScript and to make the page dynamic. Okay, it is a use of JavaScript. And let's see what is the difference. HTML is a hypertext markup language, CSS is a cascading, JavaScript. Okay. Yeah, is it visible for you? Okay. Create the structure, controls the layout of the content, provides structure for the web page design, the fundamental building block of any web page. Stylish the web page, apply style to the web page elements. To style the web pages we use this, or to develop the web page we will use these are the static web pages. By using of JavaScript we make some interactivity between the user and those. Okay, and the next one we go for the SQL. In previous video also we have discussed what is an SQL. SQL is a standard language for the databases. There are a lot of databases like MySQL, MyMS, Access, Oracle. To do some operations towards those database management systems, we use the SQL as a standard language, and these are the commands which are present in SQL, which means create, drop, alter, truncate, insert, update, delete, grant, revoke, commit, rollback, save point, and select. These all the by using of these elements we can work on the databases. By using just try to, if you have not understood, try to see the video again, the who are preparing for the interviews. Yeah, thank you so much.